Don't say that it's racism when you go from being 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you're only worth under $1 million. Now all of a sudden you're at 30 million. Crazy.
Also asking why Congresswoman Ilhan Omar's husband reportedly purged key officer official details from his $25 million venture capital firm's website. Now, this move comes amid growing questions about the couple's wealth and possible connection to the welfare fraud. According to her latest financial disclosure in May, the couple's net worth surged 3,500% in just 1 year. It estimates now putting it anywhere from $6 million to $30 million. Their net worth went up 3,500%.
This is public service, right? This is public service. This is the money. This is the bag that you make from public service. All you guys that want to get in, this is why you get all the Jasmine Crockett's doing what she does, the antics, the excitement. Public service. Public service, you make a bag like this. This is public service. This is the person now, I'm telling you, they're going to look into this because it makes no sense at all. Makes no sense at all.
How do you explain that? And then talk about the scrubbing on the website. That doesn't look good. What's Walz doing about that? Is he looking into this?
Well, certainly not. I mean, he's certainly supportive of whatever they're doing. And this is one of the other things that we need to address is the extent to which members of Congress find themselves getting wealthy while they're in Congress. In this case, it appears by being completely in bed with all of the fraudulent activity that's going on in Minnesota. Of course, we should investigate this.
Before social media and investigative reporters, just the mom and pops would get out and with their camera rolling and say, hey, I'm here and this doesn't look right. When we started doing that and having more candid conversations with people on the street, they cannot run and they can't hide. The only way to actually shut up and change this is to change the face of social media drastically. The TikTok algorithm didn't help them in any way, shape, or form. And the reason I say is TikTok initially came out and based on the topic that you had, the algorithm pushed it out to people that were like-minded or they could relate to that algorithm, that topic. Now, YouTube, Instagram, even Facebook, the grandpop in the room, they're doing the same thing on digital with post. So you can't hide anymore. It's hard. At one time, you could post in your group to your 200 or 1,000 followers, and you may only get 50, 25 of them that actually see it. So that post didn't really go too far. It took someone to share it to their network, and they shared it to their network, and then it blew up. But man, this is one reason why also I believe why some of the tech companies are mad at TikTok, because to compete with TikTok doing that, YouTube had to change the way that they built their algorithm also. Now, hence, you can drop a video that's 20 minutes, 15 minutes into the YouTube algorithm, and these people may not, it'll show up in people that had like-minded algorithmic, I'm making that word up, I guess, but they had interest in whatever the topic was that you were speaking of. And that's changing the face. So in the past, and I went and I saw this, they had been speaking about Ilhan Omar's fraud for a long period of time. This is not a brand new conversation. 3-4 years ago. But the algorithm brings it back now 3-4 years later. And I'm seeing these conversations, these topics, because we were focused on, keep in mind, when you have all of this excitement taking place, the Venezuela happening, the Somalia happening, the Minnesota things, all the other things, remember I said these stories are taking place. All these other stories are happening. This is 3 years ago, 4 years ago, they were talking about Ilhan Omar, but Trump overshadowed all of that. So that news cycle came and went so fast. So they were safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe no more. I'm telling you, it ain't safe. the tech companies that they're mad at, the billionaire, man, they say the billionaires, the tech, most of you guys are tech guys, right? Most of them are tech. Right now, tech. That's how you have the like a Elon Musk at X, the guys at Alphabet, Mark Zuckerberg. These guys now, they're garnering the disrespect of the liberal left, not just because, okay, they're the liberal left and they don't like them because of their money, but their money and the technology is exposing so much shit and bringing back into remembrance for people on so much shit that they gotta be mad at them. They gotta be upset. They gotta be upset. Hey guys, like, follow for more content. Hit me up with the super chat. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. But it's not just a hatred for billionaires. It's not. Because they get money. You better damn well believe they get money. Ilhan Omar, I think the winery that her husband had on the books was less than 500,000. All of a sudden, the shit is freaking millions. Millions upon millions.
Of course, should we look into what they're scrubbing from their website? I think we've got to explore this as far as we can, including potentially looking into denaturalizing and removing Ilhan Omar if she's violated our laws.
Wow. Denaturalize her. That's denaturalize.